I'm gonna start. All right, welcome everybody into the Division I Rhode Island High School Boys Lacrosse Game of the Year. It's Moses Brown taking on LaSalle, two undefeated teams within Rhode Island, going at it here early in the 2024 campaign. With LaSalle being the home team for the second straight year in their first matchup of the season. LaSalle won 12-9 a year ago. And the only game in Rhode Island that was kept in single digits for LaSalle last year. Tim Duffy on the call here today for Fans Only Sports. Brought to you by Warrior Lacrosse. Follow our Instagram at FO Sports with a Z. For some highlights after the game, go to our website, fansonlysports.com, to watch on demand. All right, we're about to get underway here from Providence. Connor Kelly in net for LaSalle, start every game this year, and in net for Moses Brown is Cole Wilson. It's 5-0 versus 6-0 here in Rhode Island, and we're underway. D'Amico winning the faceoff. Getting it to Matt Hayes. Hayes to Peterson. Bogosian. Plays it up high. Paul Bogosian dances right, puts on the pedals inside. Brighton gets by him, and Hayes will get there first for LaSalle. Getting contested in the corner. This one's shot in there by Marino. It bounces around. It's on the end line almost, but Marino gets it first before it goes out of bounds. Keeps the possession going. Peterson. Here's Bogosian trying to back down his defender, and Joe Majera. There's Lachlan Gott. Going left. Lachlan Gott gets that one saved by Wilson. And running down the field, it's Sarnowski. Peter Sarnowski puts in the middle, and that one turned over back to LaSalle. It's Bogosian. Got it intercepted. This one's loose. Kelly ends up getting on top of it and flings it down the field for Lachlan Gott. Peterson. Here's Jake Wilson. Punches it right side. Matt Hayes. 2 minutes down here in the first. Hayes got that one knocked down, intercepted as well. Jake Rose, the senior, making the play. And Wilson will fling this one towards the middle of the field. That one's in now. The mitt of Sarnowski picked up. Here's Brighton Gott getting tripped up, and whistle will be blown for that one. Actually, no, it won't, as the clock has yet to stop here in the first 2.5 minutes. That one off of Liam Gray's stick, and it goes out of bounds. First stoppage clock in this one, Peterson. Here's Wilson. Sarnowski all over him. He kicks it back out to Peterson. And now Lachlan Gott inside, trying to get a shot off, tripped up Marino. And they're going to blow the whistle against Moses Brown. As Marino took a shot down low. Stays with the Rams. Spinning is Jake Wilson, and flinging, and that one too tall. Yeah, Wilson, I mean, we see the speed from him. And that quick shot as well. Here's Gott. Gets it to his brother Lachlan. Now Wilson. Gets by Sarnowski and kicks to Matt Hayes, the leading goal scorer for the Rams this year. Hayes trying to create his own shot. He does, and scores the first of the game. Matt Hayes, maybe the closest thing to automatic in Rhode Island if it comes to scoring at least one goal a game. He scored multiple goals in every league game this season. And 6 against Cheshire in their only loss of the year. D'Amico wins the faceoff against Will Carosi. D'Amico goes all the way, slices through. Kicks back out to Bogosian. Rams trying to go up 2-0. Peterson back to Bogosian. Gets through one, and he lost the ball. It's on the ground. This one is saved by Wilson. It was picked up by Hayes and shot, and Wilson makes a spectacular save. And now Moses Brown having a tough time getting across midfield. They can't, as Quinn Peterson picks it up. Peterson to Ronan Peterson. Perrin to Bogosian. Back to Connor Perrin, looking, takes it, and bounces it in. What a shot from Connor Perrin. On the move, and he ends up punching it home to make it 2-0. D'Amico going to win this face-off again. He's won all of them so far. Pumps once. Hayes. Peterson was open for a second side. Quinn Peterson, that is. But now here's Hayes. Trying to back down his defender. Gets it to Peterson, and he scores. Just like they drew it up, and it's 3-0. Quinn Peterson. Three goals in less than 3 minutes for the Rams. 2 in the last about 30 seconds. This is how good this Rams team is. 2 in the last 22 seconds. That's the official number, and this is a false start on the faceoff against D'Amico. We usually see him draw opposing faceoff guys to start a little bit early. And Moses Brown down 3-0. Trying to make something out of this possession with Sarnowski. Chase Whiteman. Whiteman gets to his right. Gets through traffic. Lost the ball on the way. And it's going to be against LaSalle. There's a flag that is against LaSalle. And this is going to be the first man-up chance for either team. As Luca Fattori gets called for the push. 30 seconds. That actually was that number 4, Matt? That's Matt Hayes, rather. Who gets on his knee. The scoreboard said 18 at first. Is this shot too tall by Andrew Corsi for Moses Brown? Corsi, right side, gets some space and puts it in up top. And Andrew Corsi gets Moses Brown on the board. So the Quakers able to punch one in. Here's D'Amico. Gets through traffic. D'Amico still has it inside and can't hold on. The end of things with Will Carosi picking it up. And Carosi, the other face-off man, getting pushed out of bounds. They're going to call the flag first on Quinn Peterson. And the Moses Brown parents liking this, getting some momentum. So, 2 penalties in this game. Both have been against LaSalle. And here's Chase Whiteman leading this possession. Over to Corsi. Oh. Ooh. Here's Whiteman. 5 seconds left on the man-up chance. Whiteman inside. Nice pass. Pump fake. Shot. Score! They finish the job, and it's Cameron Danchek with the goal. And what a look from Whiteman. With little time left on the man-up chance, Moses Brown able to punch two in just like that. And this is really the only team in Rhode Island, I'm going to say it bluntly, that can really keep pace with LaSalle. It's these guys, Moses Brown, who came here last year, only lost 12-9. They later lost to the same LaSalle team at home as well. Well, this game's starting similarly to last year where LaSalle got up. Now here's Matt Hayes trying to bounce it in. Goes off to the side, but similar games so far where LaSalle gets up early, Moses Brown climbing in. Back to make it a one-goal game. Here's Lachlan Gott wiggling around. Inside off the stick of Marino, and that could have been something, but it wasn't. Gott trying to recover defensively, and going down the near sideline with it is Liam Gray. Liam Gray trying to take it all the way. Delivers to a trailing man and a bad pass that will be turned over. And that was not what Whiteman was trying to do on that play. Peterson gets shoved from behind. Peterson gets hacked by Andrew Korski, flagged down. Here's a free play. Fattori scores! Oh, baby, a ripper from Luca Fattori. Plus the foul, and it's up to a 4-2 game. What a Salle, too. D'Amico wins the faceoff. Bogosian. 4-2 lead and a timeout called by LaSalle. With 4 minutes left here in the first quarter. Rams up 2. 4 goals for them by 4 different goal scorers. And what a way to open things up for the Rams. But Moses Brown trying to climb back in it. All right, 4 minutes on the dot left here in the first quarter. LaSalle calling the timeout, trying to drop a good play to take their largest lead of the game or match it. And Matt Hayes from around the net will redirect the other way, pass it inside. This one gets by his intended man, picked up by Ronan Peterson, though. Here's Bogosian. He lost the handle again. He's lost it a couple times. Going a little bit too fast for his own good here in the first quarter, but here is Bogosian going to slice through, passes it up, fire, and it's wide to the right. for Ronan Peterson, but will stay with LaSalle. Here's Hayes. Jump shot, too tall. Brighton Gott gets there first, and it'll stay with the Rams. 3:13 to go, and it's almost every LaSalle home game that we do here for Fans Only Sports Network is a blowout. I mean, running clock by the second half, and Moses Brown, as we saw a year ago, they're gonna really contest LaSalle and probably give them their hardest in-state fight of the season. Bogosian putting on the accelerators, dishes it inside. Matthew Hayes, the low roller for his second. As Hayes, the leading goal scorer for this team, and he scored more than one in every game this season, gets his second here in the first quarter. The lead back up to 3. And second time, D'Amico's been flagged for an early start on the faceoff. Salle with 5 goals in the first quarter here today, and they're averaging over 20 goals a game in in-state play, including 52 goals in their last 2 games, and a 28-6 win against East Greenwich and a 24-1 win against Portsmouth last Friday. That shot is going to go back the other direction. Back to the Rams. This one flung down the field for Torrey off the bounce. Couldn't get it right there. Jake Rose picks it up, and Fattori trying to knock it out. He does. And it's back to LaSalle again. With a play by Luca Fattori. As Brighton got on the pass from Fattori over his head, and Quinn Peterson gets it to a moving Hayes, redirects to whichever way he feels like, fires, and gets his third. A hat trick for Matt Hayes here in the game's first 11 minutes. How gifted is he? Rams without Drew Bradley today. Here's D'Amico. Marino. Jake Wilson. Pump fake back to Marino. Dishes it up. Road Horse. The long stick flings it tall. Hayes comes down with it. 80 seconds left here in the first quarter. Rams have dominated possession in the early stages of this one. Hayes. Looking at that clock, go down to under a minute here in this first quarter, brought to you by Warrior Lacrosse. Here's Hayes. I mean, we always see him so patient, especially at the end of quarters where this really could be the last Rams possession they get. But Hayes is going to be right there to get it back if a shot goes wide to the mark. Hayes getting stared down by Jack Travers. Looking at it with 25 seconds. Yeah, Travers doesn't want to get too physical on him. Hayes going to give it up. And this one gets by Lachlan Gott. And it's going to be close. Gott will scoop it up. Lost his balance. Dances on the end line. Gets back up with 10. Gott to Wilson. Spinning. Wilson fires! Scores! With 5 seconds left in the first quarter. Jake Wilson. And what a recovery by Lachlan Gott on the end line to not go out of bounds and set up the look for Wilson, who had a couple of good moves in his own right. But that's what the Rams do. They score in the final minute or two of the quarter every time. Can they do it again here? Here's a last-second chance, and they do it once more. Matt Hayes at the gun. 2 goals in 5 seconds for LaSalle. As number 4, Matt Hayes, gets his 4th goal of the game. To conclude the first quarter, we'll be right back here on Fans Only Sports Network for quarter number 2. LaSalle up 6. All right, quarter number 2 starting up here on Fans Only Sports Network. LaSalle, super impressive way to end the first quarter as we switch sides. They scored 2 goals in the last 5 seconds, 3 in the last minute and a half, or I think it was about 2 minutes. But here is Ronan Peterson. Cuts to his left and will slow down a little bit. 20 seconds into the quarter, LaSalle. This lead was 3-2. They've scored 5 unanswered. Connor Parents had one of them, and that one saved. Good save by Cole Wilson, who kind of needed that one. And this one is Travers. He couldn't hold on. Peterson trying to recover. Travers will scoop it back up. A flag flies, and it's against Travers. I think he was slapping Pearson with his stick a little bit, too. They're going to call it a push. 30 seconds on Travers, and another man-up chance for LaSalle. I was saying that Moses Brown might be the first team against LaSalle this year to come in here and not get that running clock, but we're pacing in a different direction right now. LaSalle has a chance to go up 7 here. Peterson to Lachlan Gott. Back to Peterson. A minute down here in the second. 10 seconds left. Actually, there's only 2 seconds left, and that ends the man-up chance, but Rams still possess. Got back to Peterson off the bench. Travers. That shot scores again, and it's Wilson again. His second. Jake Wilson really coming into his own. He had 2 goals last time we were here in the 28-6 win over East Greenwich. Has 2 in the first half. Look at this beautiful scenery here at LaSalle Academy. I mean, it's lovely. D'Amico. D'Amico putting on the Jets. He takes it. That shot going to bounce. Last touch by Wilson. And he'll stay with LaSalle. Up 7. Hayes finds Bogosian. Bogosian squeaks under a defender. Bogosian lost it on his way to the hole again. And Peterson and Perrin able to knock this one out. Bogosian. Hayes spins. Hayes, he had 4 in the first quarter. It seems like he has about 6 a game. Salle, we don't got their stats on Max Preps. That shot, Hayes with his 5th here in the first half. And it's 10-2. Seven unanswered for LaSalle. And what a start to this one it's been for the Rams. I mean, this has been unbelievable. I mean, it's actually pretty believable. I don't know what I'm saying there. I mean, this is a team that blows out everybody. Nationally ranked, and this is, if you could say, this is probably the best version of this team we've seen since we started covering them on Fans Only Sports Network. Roadhorse flips it to Connor Perrin. Perrin goes to his left. On the move. Nice catch in stride. Ronan Peterson. Extra pass off a Hayes stick. And scooped up by Jeffrey Larson, who's under pressure and gets held at the X. I think that was Connor Perrin, or Marino rather. Called for the infraction there. Back to Moses Brown. It seems like they haven't possessed the ball in a while. It's Jack Rose. And this one will go out of bounds. Last touch by Whiteman. A couple turnovers for Whiteman here in this one. Peterson. Perrin swings it. Great movement. Back to Hayes. He scores again. Drawn up by Roadhorse, got Marino and Hayes to finish up and get his 6th goal of the first half. I mean, how amazing is that? Timeout, Moses Brown. We'll take a timeout too here on Fans Only Sports Network. LaSalle has gotten this one up to 9 behind 8 unanswered goals. we're back, and you know who that head of hair is, or lack thereof? Eric Rube, the most famous man in Rhode Island. So I'm walking in here. What a legend he is, and you know he might be underwhelmed by the way this one's going. You don't see him at a lot of lacrosse games, but you know when he's at one, it's supposed to be a big contest. 9-goal lead, and this one's intercepted. We were saved, actually, by Wilson. That was kind of an awkward play by the Rams. But when you're up 9, you have a lot of room for that. This one is slapped up in the air by Hayes, and it will be scooped up by Lachlan Gott. Inside Hayes again. Backhand. Too easy. Are you serious? Matt Hayes with 7 in the first half. The Providence College commit. He has been incredible here in the first 16 minutes of this one. So D'Amico off the rule will get possession of this face-off. That rolls about 20 yards, and D'Amico gets through. D'Amico gets it poked out by Sarnowski. Here comes Sarnowski spinning away, and Sarnowski lost it, got shoved, and a flag flies against Danny Riley, who will go to the box for this one. On the push, and we saw him get thrown in there the last time we were here as well. And it's for a full minute this time. Here's Whiteman. Andrew Corsi, who scored one of the 2 Moses Brown goals. It's scooped up, punched up ahead. Moses Brown looking lost right now. Whiteman gets that one knocked down by Devin Mora. Still alive, and they're going to blow the whistle first against LaSalle. .30 left on the man up for Moses Brown. Sarnowski swings it to Whiteman. Corsi, and now that shot gets saved by Kelly off the bounce. And it bounces back to Fattori, who gets it up ahead to Roadhorse. On the move, John Roadhorse flings it across his body. Bogosian will be in control, and the penalty against Danny Riley hits triple zeros on the scoreboard. So back to an even playing field. Bogosian. Dances to his right. Bogosian spins. Brighton Gott. That's Hayes, excuse me. Looking where to go, and we know he's the master of getting the best look from behind the net. Hayes. Hayes gonna back a defender down, spins. Wilson. Across his body, Bogosian. Lost it again. He's just dropped the ball about 4 times in this one. Uncharacteristic for him. Liam Gray gets it back to Wilson, who launches it down the field for Magira, trying to hold on to it, and Magira, Wilson pokes it out last. Moses Brown trying to get it back to single digits. Magira. That shot saved by Kelly, and LaSalle was there first. What a play from Roadhorse. Lunging for it there, Bogosian. Way down the field, Luca Fattori, who scored here in this one. Hayes, he's already got 7 of those. Here he gives it up. Peterson! Where Mama hides him. To get it up to 11. 10 unanswered for the Rams. Vernon Peterson gets it on the fun and joins his brother Quinn in the goal-scoring column. Sixth different Ram to score in this one. Usually we see a whole lot of depth, scoring-wise. We saw 15 different scores, I think it was. Actually, I have it right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 17 different scores in the win against East Greenwich last week, including 3 junior varsity players as well. But timeout has been called by LaSalle with just under 4.5 minutes to go here in this first half. It's a 13-2 lead for the Rams as they're trying to enter this second half with that clock moving. We'll be right back here on Fans Only Sports Network. Huh? Frose Kachow. Ah! All right, LaSalle up 11. And Lachlan got here. Following the Ram timeout, we'll break it open on this one. .420 and counting down on the clock. Moses Brown has not scored in this second quarter. Here's Brighton Gott spinning. Gott, little pump. Hayes, rather, excuse me, again. Back to Lachlan Gott. That one gets saved. Good save by Cole Wilson. And they escape the Rams timeout and play. Didn't allow anything. Travers flings it up ahead. Whiteman makes a nice catch on the move. Chase Whiteman fires too tall. And he's took an awkward fall at the end of the play. A little slip, rather. Here's Stanchek, who scored one of the goals, swinging it out to Sarnowski. Whiteman. Whiteman guarded by Wilson. Whiteman getting shoved. Swings it out. Danchak with 3 minutes to go here in the first half. Good possession here for Moses Brown in terms of time. We haven't seen this all quarter. Whiteman has to get rid of it. He does. Danchak with Vittori all over him draws a flag. So the free play by Moses Brown. That shot would have saved them anyways. But here comes the flag against Luca Vittori. We'll take a knee. And it's for 1 minute. .246 left in this one. Moses Brown will be up a man for the next minute. Minute, man up chance. Inside, that one will find a Moses Brown player, Danchak. This one tipped up in the air and picked up by Mora. Mora across the far sideline, able to hold on to it. And he gets it knocked out of his mitts twice from behind. Another flag flies. This will equal things out. Moses Brown will get a man in the box here. Trying to see who it is. And it's going to be Liam Gray for a minute on the attempt to get that ball. So 2:04 left here in the first half. Now 2 minutes, and the LaSalle penalty against Vittori about to end in 10. As 30 seconds, just about 29 seconds, separates the two penalties. And now Vittori can get back on the field here. Here's a shot and a score. Oh my goodness. A disgusting shot from Jake Wilson off the benches. Number 33 has his third. $12-goal advantage. 90 seconds to go here in the first half. D'Amico. Here's Brighton Gott. Swings it out. Hayes. We saw Hayes do this in the first quarter. He milked about 50 seconds, but he gets rid of it that time. Perrin to Bogosian, near side. It's Marino. Quincy Marino back to Hayes. Hayes, extra pass, shot, score again. It's Quinn Peterson, number 2. 13-goal lead. How about that? Moses Brown there's another team to LaSalle today here in this one. And, I thought Rube left. You see Rube below us right there, Eric Rube. He moved spots. I thought, he's already ready to finish his article. in a 15-2 game, but more to come, and just like that, case in point, Danny Riley, number 16, scores the 16th LaSalle goal. And just like Rube said, the LaSalle Rams are shining bright right now. "13 unanswered goals for LaSalle." I mean, this was a 3-0 game for LaSalle. Moses Brown scored a couple to make it a 1-goal game in the first quarter. Then LaSalle with 5 to end the first, and then 11 goals in the second quarter. The onslaught is unbelievable as Bogosian, extra feed. Hayes, the anchor of this offense here in this first half. His shot goes out of bounds. Clock will stop with 4 ticks to go. So Brighton Gott will have one pass to make. Let's see who can get the shot. Inside, Peterson got knocked down. That will end the first half. 14-goal advantage for LaSalle. 11 in the second. Sorry, 8 rather in the second. 8 in the first, says this thing getting out of hand here on Fans Only Sports Network. We'll be right back in about 10 minutes for half number 2. right, we've gotten the verdict. We will have a running clock here in quarter 3 and 4. And first whistle of the quarter is against the Salle. So, I mean, 16 goals in the first half. They've been incredible goal scoring this year. They scored 20 in the first half a week ago against East Greenwich, or 22 actually. They're putting, school record-setting numbers, and they're playing every game with the clock running in the second half. Trapuzis gives it up. Moses Brown, they've been dominant. They've been getting dominated possession-wise, and Danchik trying to get out of it there. Peterson defensively. Free play, shot, scores! Alec Trapuzis gets it to go, and it's the first goal since the first quarter for Moses Brown. And they'll the man-up chance as well. Alec Trapuzis cuts the lead to 13. D'Amico wins the face-off, and timeout called by LaSalle. 9:56 to go here in the third quarter. The rest will run, but for now, that score is not right. There we go, 16-3 here on Fans Only Sports Network. Hey, we're back here, 9:56. We had two penalties against Rams. Lachlan Gott and Ronan Peterson both on a knee right there in the vaunted sin bin. Daunted, rather. And here's Bogosian trying to stay in play. Bogosian gets in the middle. Bogosian gets inside. And he lost it again. Picked up by Hayes, though, who had 7 goals in the first half. Rams looking for their first of the second. Hayes wiggles through one. Hayes shoots, and Hayes scores his 8th. Ties his season high with 8 goals. And the face-off won by Dante D'Amico. Peterson. Here's Quinn Peterson. Hayes. Trying to get his ninth, defers it instead. Bogosian. So Sal, every home game this season they have had a running clock beside in-state home game, as I should say. Here's Hayes, or Peterson rather, too tall on that shot. So they've been against North Kingstown, been against East Greenwich, as we saw last week, and now today against Moses Brown. Inside Peterson, that's Quinn on the pass from Hayes with his third. Third different Ram to record at least 3, and it's 18 on the board for LaSalle. These guys are already in mid-season form. At the rate at which they're scoring, if this thing paces out the way it should, this will be their third consecutive game scoring 20 or more. Could be 24 or more because they had 28 and 24 in their last 2 games. Dante D'Amico gets it back, fires, and scores a bullet. The give and go with Marino and D'Amico. His third straight game with a face-off goal here at LaSalle Academy. So 3 goals in the blink of an eye for LaSalle. Here's Fattori. Kelly. Down the field. It's Mora. In pursuit, Mora. Getting through. Roadhorse. 20 for LaSalle. And he gets the shove afterwards. Doesn't matter. John Roadhorse, second straight home game with a goal for him. Timeout. Called by Moses Brown. 5.5 minutes left here in this third quarter. LaSalle up to a 17-goal lead. We'll be right back here on Fans Only Sports Network. Five and a half minutes to go here in the third, following the Moses Brown timeout. D'Amico, they haven't pulled him yet. He'll win the faceoff. We saw Ferguson take a lot of the faceoffs. Nick Ferguson for LaSalle late in the game, and D'Amico's still getting out here and doing what he does best, Perrin. In transition, Lachlan got. Peterson gets through, and he lost the ball and his footing first, and they'll get it right back. Blow the whistle first, though. Against Lachlan got back to Moses Brown. Stop our clock as the actual clock a little bit behind. About 20 seconds. Here's Rose into traffic. Fight for the ball, and Cowan picks it up, and then he lost it. Whiteman. .439 left in this third. Whiteman stop and give it up. Danchik. Danchak spinning with Lachlan Gott on him, and Danchak puts it in there, and that one's saved by Kelly. Connor Perrin will pick it up. Get on the move here, Perrin. Ahead. Bogosian. Bogosian takes it. That one, Wilson got a piece of it, and it will stay with LaSalle. Here's Hayes. Three and a half minutes left in this third. LaSalle, only 4 goals in the quarter, but they've done it without really even trying. Moses Brown finally got back on there. Hayes has 8 in the game, and Marino off his stick. Fight for it. Travers will be able to get it here. What a move on Marino there. A little highlight play for him, and he still has it. Lost it, and will be the last one to touch that one. Back to LaSalle. Couldn't, get more in his own way right there. Hayes. Bogosian. Peterson. Ooh, nice play to get some space. Peterson gets it back. Goes to his left. Bogosian. And this one off the stick of a Ram down the field. Here's a free play for Moses Brown inside the last 2 minutes, as a flag flies as well. Now they'll address the flag. So man down, or slow shaken up, is Paul Bogosian. That was Bogosian there, who the penalty was also against. Matt Hayes will serve it. 100 seconds left here in the quarter. Moses Brown looking to get a few feel-good scores here. Tries to find it inside, could not. It's picked up by Sarnowski. There's Whiteman. Whiteman, not a good pass at all to Sarnowski. Bad turnover there. This one's tipped, and it'll go back to Moses Brown. Liam Gray up ahead. Here's Magira. Final 20 seconds. Try and get a shot off, and Whiteman, that one's too tall. Clock continues to move to 15. Sarnowski. There's Moses Brown. Crowd screaming how much time is left. Final shot. Here it is, and it scores. What a strike from Chase Whiteman at the buzzer. 2 buzzer-beating goals here in this one today. Cuts the lead down to 16. LaSalle still up 20-4, and we got 12 minutes left here on Fans Only Sports Center. We'll be right back in 2. Final quarter of action here on Fans Only Sports Network, and D'Amico wins another face-off. He's already got a goal. And what a game it's been for LaSalle. I mean, they came out here, scored 13 unanswered goals to go from 3-2 to being up 16-2, and have further cemented it, now being up 16 goals here in the final quarter. It's just been straight up unfair what they've been doing to teams this season. Third straight game scoring 20, 4th time this year. Lowest scoring game of the year for Moses Brown up to this point. Wilson, who already has 3, got that one saved, and this one off of Sarnowski's stick. He's trying to pick it back up. He'll get it, and he'll sling it forward to Ryan Wimes, and it'll go out of bounds. Here's Cowan, shifty Explosive, powerful. Can he score? No. He just won about 60 yards with it right there by himself. Maybe a little bit more and couldn't finish it off. Here's Hayes. Spinning. Hayes inside. Marino got it saved. Marino was looking to join the goal scorer club. Misses it right there. This one tipped by Bogosian down the field, and it will be kicked around. And Moses Brown with it. Charlie Richardson. Not a great pass between a couple of players there. Here's Danchak. Danchak fires, and that one saved by Kelly. He'll stay with Moses Brown, though. Richardson. Nice spin move to get free, and Wims, that one off his stick. It's going to go back to LaSalle. Czerniawski had a really good look there. Didn't want to shoot it. All the way downfield. Lachlan got inside the last 9 minutes of action here in this one. Here's Lopes. Going left. Lopes scores. Bryce Lopes with the goal. Ferguson on the face-off unit now. Will Carosi able to win this for Moses Brown? Down 17, Carosi. Riley down the field. There's Whiteman. Inside, that one picked up on the second chance. Richardson flung up ahead. And Riley, or not Riley, that's actually Grover Moran here to scoop it up. Moran cuts in the middle, flings it up ahead. It's up to Lopes. As we are just about halfway through this fourth quarter. Lopes off the bench. To his man, and Lopes looking to get it back. And Will off the pass from Wilson. Bryce Lopes looking for number 2. Defers inside, getting it back and scoring. Quinn Peterson, actually Quinn O'Rourke, who we saw have 4 goals late last week, gets one here. The 11th different LaSalle goal scorer here today. Five minutes left. Carosi. Danchak able to get this ground ball. LaSalle just continuing to outclass everyone that comes in here and plays them this season. I mean, no team has scored more than 6 goals against them, besides Cheshire High School, who's also nationally ranked. Moses Brown only able to cough up 4 goals today. Shot gets saved. A new goalie, and as we've been seeing recently, Tyler Graham. Got Marino. And Miles Marino in traffic. That one gets taken back away by Moses Brown. Here's Majira. Tapuzis, that shot goes wide. It goes back to LaSalle. Nobody was there for Moses Brown. And, let's see realistically now if they want to. I mean, they probably won't yet because they're the Rams, but how much of this clock they want to take off. Christian Connis. There's Blake Gothier. He takes it. And haven't seen much of him offensively this season. Gothier gets that one saved. Apologies, our cam link disconnecting for a quick sec. It's Marcelo Martinelli. My apologies. That's Edward Alessandro, 38. Stanchak in the middle, gives it up. Sarnowski. 2 minutes left here in this one. Sarnowski with some space. Great wiggle. His shot saved. Scooped up. Second try. Graham denying. Now LaSalle with numbers. It's Connis. Kicks it out. Looking to add one more. Nick Liu. Liu gets some space and lost the ball. And they're going to say that one's against Moses Brown first. We'll stay with LaSalle. This one's going to be against Peter Sarnowski as well for 30 seconds. Less than a minute to go. Shot goes wide for Lopes. Lou off his stick, and it's picked up by Moses Brown. One last chance for the Quakers. Get something going here. That shot scores for Ryan Wims. And Moses Brown adds on one more before the end of this one. And just like that, it's going to take us down to single file line and another LaSalle victory in the column. 22-5, the final score. The Rams win it. The final score. LaSalle wins it. They stay undefeated in league play. Moses Brown, their first loss in league play this season, as LaSalle improves to 7-0. In that category, Moses Brown falling to 5-1, but another dominant victory. LaSalle in a class of their own. It was very evident today, and they won this one by 17 goals. So from Tim Duffy and all of us here at Fans Only Sports Network, my great cameraman Matt Pacinos getting these clutch shots for us. We'll see you guys all next time here for some more LaSalle